Doris from Mexico impressed us with her entree, her full and fruity quesadilla. Her main was beautiful fresh fish, and her dessert was parfait.
Let's see what you've got there.
This time round, she has 5 minutes to figure out what to cook before her half hour begins.
There's no chilli.
And she's using every minute of it. Doris has a choice of chicken or fish. She's going to take both and choose later. Proving that you can do anything, even on a domestic stove, Doris is straight into it.
It's interesting, Doris.
Doris moved in just a week ago and she's having trouble finding her favourite bits and pieces.
The trials and tribulations of a home chef.
But it isn't slowing her down. She's one of the fastest and most relaxed we've seen.
20 minutes.
Gonna be ready anyway.
A corn salsa with tomato and onion, and she's decided to do the fish. Onion and coriander into the salsa, and Doris has got one thing absolutely right. The heat of her pan, just starting to smoke, perfect for fish.
Do you take that fish then and place it on top of your tomatoes and in the oven, or you pretty much let it rock?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do.
Always want to take a hint.
Yeah, and we just plate it up. Am I early? Is it going to go cold?
So with 10 minutes to spare,
Nice.
Doris has delivered.
Get the liquid.
See how luscious that fish is? Now, we've got the acid from the tomato plus the sweet sugar brick content that it contains, the avocado, the creaminess, the corn.
For sheer professionalism, Doris gets the basics right, and that scores highly.
You've done a great job. You've really come through well.
Great.
So on top of last week, Doris has definitely earned her place at boot camp. Well, Doris is definitely on my list, so I called her up to tell her she was in, and this is how it went.
Great!
Congratulations.
Thank you, that's fantastic. But Rick, I'm not going to be able to do it. I thought about it, and my little one, I can't wean her off so quickly. I'm sorry.
So, she can't do it. That leaves us a gap we have to fill. But there's plenty more people yet to see, like Jonathan. On our first visit, Jonathan had done a lot of preparation on his tomato terrine, char siu chicken with cherries, and his cheesecake dessert. This time, the boot's on the other foot. We've given him our set of ingredients to see what he can come up with.
Start chopping. I think I like the idea of keeping everything light and fresh and just not adding any sort of starch or anything to it.
Still formulating the dishes as he goes. He's heated his corn up through the microwave. He's blanching his tomatoes, or he's roasting them in olive oil.
So Jonathan's doing his take on fish and chips without the chips.
2 yolks to 1 white for a batter, just to make it that little bit richer, so it's not too pale.
Jonathan, to this stage, the first one to actually use a batter method with his protein. Quite intrigued.
A coconut cream salsa for the fish and into the pan. The flavours may be there, but how will it look?
It looks a bit of a mess on the plate with the coriander all over the show. I understand what you try to achieve, and maybe from a taste perspective you may have done that. Let's try this now. Fish is gorgeous. Your egg batter and the sweet corn, fantastic combination.
Jonathan impressed us last time with his knowledge of the classics. He hasn't let himself down this time, which means he's on to the next stage.